So in this video, I get a lot of questions, especially in my Facebook group and a few here on YouTube, about how do you get into a trade. A lot of times, we get trade recommendations from people, and the stock price shoots up so much right at the beginning of the day that people can't even get into the trade. The price is up too high. So I thought I would actually pick out a trade and follow along live in my account as I get into it, and that's what we're gonna do. Hey everybody, Greg here. I thought I would record a video. I don't know if this is going to be helpful to some of you. I think it will be. Others, this might be a little bit out of your league quite yet, but that's okay. I have an option play that I'm looking at this morning. The market hasn't quite opened yet. Opens in about 4 minutes. You can see the clock up here. I've got my TradeStation account open. And I'm looking at Peloton. So this is a play. Peloton has earnings later this week, so this is most likely going to be a day trade. It's not going to be an option contract that I hold for very long at all. Some people hold them through earnings or whatnot. I really don't like to do that because you just don't know, even though all signs are pointing to Peloton showing massive gains in sales at their earnings call coming in a couple days. So we're going to look into play the stock, hopefully bouncing up. It's been trending up pretty much the last few months, but we're going to see what happens today. So the first thing I want to look at is I will actually kind of base whether or not I get into this and what price based on what the stock is doing at the bell. A lot of you have talked about how you have trouble getting into options contracts because the price just goes up too fast and you don't know what to do. And one thing you can do ahead of time is look at pre-market and see what the stock is doing ahead of time. And I've pulled up the NASDAQ has a pre-market analysis tool. I currently don't have pre-market trading enabled in my TradeStation account. I need to contact them and actually do that, and they should enable that. TradeStation allows pre-market trading at no additional cost. Different brokerage platforms charge different fees. And again, for pre-market, we're referring to just stocks. We can't trade options in pre-market, but at least we can see what a stock is doing ahead of the market open. But again, you can come to like the NASDAQ website. I think there's some other websites that show what a stock is doing in pre-market. This isn't quite live. You do have to keep refreshing the page. So I've searched for Peloton here, and this is what it's been doing in pre-market this morning. You can see it's already been dipping down, and it looks like it's trending down even more. This is 9:26, so this is like a minute or two behind. But you can see it's already trending down. So I'm looking to purchase this call. So what am I going to do? If the stock is trending down, I'm probably not going to try and get into this immediately. What I'm going to do is let's pull up a chart here of Peloton. And again, this doesn't show pre-market. So this ends at 4:30 p.m. last Friday. And as soon as the market opens in less than 2 minutes, this will pick right back up. We're probably going to see it start dipping based on what the pre-market chart was showing. And so I'm not going to try and get into this immediately. What I'm going to do is actually see how far it goes down. And if it starts to bounce back up, that's when I'll probably try and get in and see if I can get in at this 225 price or if I have to overpay a little bit. Now, let's say there was a scenario where the pre-market showed that the stock was just rocketing up. That's happened quite a bit recently, and a lot of you in my Facebook group have had issues getting into certain trades because the stock just, as soon as the bell opens, the stock goes crazy and the prices go so high you can't get in. So what do you do in that situation? Well, it's really up to you. You can force a trade. You can force your way into a trade. I don't like getting into options contracts when a stock is rocketing up and holding them very long at all. Sometimes it will be holding them a matter of hours. I certainly don't want to hold them for a number of days most times, especially if I have to overpay to get in. And then if I have any minimal profit when a stock is rocketing up, especially because I may have overpaid, say if Peloton opens, rocketing up here, market's going to open in 3 seconds here. If Peloton opens rocketing up here, I will probably overpay a little bit, maybe up to $3 here, but probably no more. But then I'm going to get out of it quick as soon as I have any profit. Even if it's like 15-20% profit, then I'm going to close it out and get out. So we open lower, we're shooting up here. Let's go over the option chain real quick. Pull up Peloton, maybe. Sometimes right when the market opens, TradeStation can run slow. We're looking at the September 18th, 135 strike. I've got to look at more strikes here because I'm not seeing 135. So we'll just do all, which all the way down here. There's not much volume on this one. But we're going to look at this and pay no more than 225. The price is already fluctuating already. So we're at 245 here. So let's take a look at this. So it's at 244. You know, so it keeps bouncing around quite a bit here. So I'm going to put in a limit of 245 and just see if I can get in. We'll do 2 contracts. So it's $490. Buy to open September 18th call. And again, at market open, sometimes you can see it's already dropping a little bit. So we're just going to, we'll keep it at 245. It'll probably fill at 244. Good till canceled. I'm fine with that because I'm going to cancel this out shortly if it doesn't get filled. Let's take a look at what the chart's doing again here. Looks like we're dropping just a little bit there. It's kind of hanging out there. So let's go ahead and get into this. We will send our order. And I got filled immediately. All right, so I'm going to monitor this. You've already got a 1.53% profit. So I'm going to monitor this over the next few hours and just kind of see where I end up. As soon as this goes up maybe 15-20%, I'm going to get out, take my profit, and that will be it for this option play. Again, this is excuse me, this is more of a day trade. I do a lot more of this now where I take a lot more trades. It does require a little bit more work than something like a swing trade, where a swing trade is you're probably taking an option trade and holding it for a week or a couple weeks. So you don't have to watch it like a hawk, but I'm doing a lot more of this kind of day trading right now, and it's, I've done really well doing it. It does require a lot more effort, a lot more work, and you definitely want to be a little bit more experienced to know what you're doing, how to get in. And again, it can freak you out a little bit with some of these plays that I get into where you see this bouncing around all over the place. I'm not going to set my automatic stop loss on this quite yet. I'm just going to watch it a little bit. But again, if it drops down like 15%, I close it out no matter what. I'm done. And then if it goes up 15 or 20%, I may close it out unless it looks like it's going to continue going up. Then I'll hold on to that. But I probably won't hold this more than a day tops. Okay, so we're at 2.4 there. So again, as soon as this hits I'm going to say 20%, I'm going to stop out of it unless I think it's going to keep going higher. So we'll see where this ends up. I'll pick up this video when I close it out. Let's talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, Greg here again. Apparently I should have just kept rolling the video because it's already shooting up quite a bit here. I'm up 26% already. It's only been, 3 minutes since I got into this. So we're going to watch this for a second. I'm going to have my finger on the trigger here, so to speak. And if it starts to drop at all, I think this is going to continue. This is a situation where I could probably close this out and get back in. I wonder see, we're up 27%. So I'm going to watch this for a couple minutes. I may edit this video a little bit. I'm just going to keep rolling here and see what happens. 35%. And again, this becomes almost gambling at some point where you want to keep pulling the slot machine lever, and I don't recommend doing that too much. I've got $163 profit so far, and I'm happy with that. Close it. That's it. 163 bucks in profit minus the 60 cents a contract fee from TradeStation. So there were only 2 contracts there, so that was $1.20. So $161 and change in profit in about 4 minutes worth of work. I will take that any day, and I continue to do this for a little while. I usually only trade till about 11 a.m. most days, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm done, and I go well, now my son's back in school, so I get a little bit of extra time throughout the day to work on other stuff. But then as soon as he gets out of school, I hang out with him and we go fishing and do fun stuff like that. So that's what trading's all about, or what everybody wants to do. It doesn't always work out great like this. Sometimes we definitely get losers, but the trick is to stick to your stop losses. If that had gone down, see, this is continuing to go up, I would have made even more money. But again, I'm not going to be greedy. What if this starts to tank right away? Then I could have lost. I was up 35%. I am more than happy with that on any trade. I will take that all day long, every day. And so I close that out, and I'm just going to close this and not worry about it and move on with my day. If you have any questions, comment below, and I will try and answer them as best I can. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.